See how signs in the sky have been a recurring element in 2024, as well as climate change freezing cars and even planes.
And there will be, in various places, great earthquakes, famines, and plagues. There will also be frightening phenomena and great signs from heaven. Luke 21:11. And there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars, and on the earth, distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Luke 21:25. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Acts 2:19. Mental conditioning determines what we see or do not see. Now, these conditioning factors do not prevent us from seeing phenomena, facts, or realities. What conditioning does is make us see with eyes that do not register with importance and significance what is seen. It's like that with everything. A woman out of season or out of conditions to get involved can live with a man for years without ever seeing themselves as potential candidates for love. However, if one or both open up, then, out of nowhere, a Greek god and an Egyptian divinity emerge, and both, in love and therefore deified, see each other for the first time, even though they have lived together for a whole existence. And why? Because the veil of impediment has been removed. It is also like that with the reading of the Gospels or the Word. The person who is conditioned by religious doctrines will only read what they have been told to find there. But they won't be reading the Word because they will only be reading what is already systematized in their mind by those who dictate not to think. Now, what leads me to say this has to do with the verses transcribed at the beginning of this video? Yes, because it amazes me to see that the signs in the heavens about which Jesus spoke are not admitted by human perception in general. And specifically, they are absent in the perception of Christians as well, although the manifestations of such signs are becoming much stronger than most of the facts we admit as true in everyday life. Yes, we believe in many things that most people seem blocked to admit, although for us, such things seem out of the question. Some people claim to have seen the devil in person. We believe when the person is serious and lucid, and we believe even without having seen with the person. After all, we believe because Jesus said the devil exists. Most of us also believe in the existence of angels and demons. However, the vast majority have never seen anything, and those who have seen generally saw or felt only what someone demonstrates through signs that come from within the person, and that those present perceive as strange and demonic. Nothing beyond that, however, with rare exceptions. However, we believe in such things because the scriptures affirm their existence, and because we ourselves here and there have experiences of a similar nature, although generally subjective. Now, if that's the case, I ask, and the signs in the heavens that Jesus said would precede his return to the world? In fact, Jesus speaks of signs in the heavens and signs in the heavens. When he speaks of signs in the heavens, he leaves everything open. There are no specifications, but only the warning that the heavens would show strange things. However, when he speaks of signs in the heavens, he relates them to the great catastrophes of stellar nature, whether changes in the sun, moon, stars, which are all celestial bodies, from meteorites to meteors, to large masses wandering through space, or just frightening phenomena. The signs on the earth seem to be starting to be noticed globally. Yes, such signs are becoming irrefutable facts. The signs in the heavens, however, are not taken very seriously. And why? Well, I believe it has to do with at least two things. All signs in the heavens have been appropriated by ufology, and so Christians, by doctrinal conditioning, ignore the overwhelming evidence that there are inexplicable signs cited today by millions of serious people, as well as by technologically reliable equipment, which show us day after day the abundance of things that are beyond all human explanation. The world's political decision not to deal with the issue seems to leave the question to the crazy and esoteric, opening up an important gap in what should be the birthright of Christians regarding the understanding of such things. Jesus did not order to follow, seek, camp, and move to places of sighting signs in the sky. No, he would never do that. On the contrary, he ordered not to seek anything, because at the right time, what really interests us will appear with great glory and all eyes will see it. However, if he ordered us not to follow anything other than the experience of the gospel where he, Jesus, plants us, at the same time, he orders us to keep our eyes open, seeing all the signs, including the signs in the heavens. The prophet Ezekiel describes something that, if it were not in the Bible, would be totally repudiated by today's believers. For Ezekiel, however, these were experiences with celestial beings, with angels of the Lord and creatures of the Spirit. This was the origin of what appeared to him. However, nothing prevents such phenomena from being positive in nature, as it was with Ezekiel, that they, being of another spiritual nature, may also manifest themselves in a bad and perverse way, according to some stories. Disciples of Jesus do not need to go after these things. However, they cannot pretend that such things are not happening, and in a much more significant volume of evidence than is demonstrated in relation to many of the things we say we believe in the Bible. Now, because it's in the Bible, we must keep our eyes open. And more than that, such things are not only in the Bible, but are in the part of the Bible whose manifestation of the Word is in full force, because it is not about what is in the Bible as a book, but what is in force as the testament of Jesus for man. Think about it and stay alert and full of discernment